Every now and then I like to make update videos on Gaza, so here's today's update. I have two stories from both Gaza and the West Bank. So let's start out with Gaza first because it's more important. Right above Rafah, there is an urban settlement called Khan Younis where Palestinians were ordered who lived on the east to flee to Al-Mawazi. The IOF gave the reasonings that there were Hamas militants or terrorists as they call in that area who were firing rockets. Now, as we know, every time the Israeli military says shit like that, usually it's not only wrong, but they also then retaliate with violence that is far, far, far unnecessary and actually brings more destruction to the average Palestinian citizen than it does to militants. And it's even more infuriating considering that the Al-Mawasi area, the area that they told the Palestinians to flee, is actually an area that they just recently bombed where 90 people died. So actually a lot of people in Khan Younis actually stayed. And then the Israelis, before they dropped the leaflets telling the residents to flee, actually bombed Khan Younis and killed a bunch of people. And the usual thing is still continuing. All the hospitals there are overwhelmed. All the humanitarian workers there are overwhelmed. The situation is deteriorating one by one as this genocide continues. Coming to West Bank, settler violence continues. There is a video of Israeli settlers who set fire to an olive garden. Again, this is nothing new considering that settler violence has increased in all of the West Bank territories. And by the way, while we're talking about this, I think it's also very important to mention this news. The ICJ, the International Court of Justice, the top UN court, says that Israel's presence in occupied Palestinian territories is illegal. So finally, the ICJ also recognized this fact.